Topping today's news, the Royal Bahamas Police Force opens the much-needed domestic violence unit. The Minister of National Security and U.S. Chargé Furnish speak on the concerns regarding sexual assaults by jet ski operators. Dr. Minnis says he is not leaving the F&M and is surprised he did not get a nomination. And Bahamian native Aisha Bowe travels into outer space on the Blue Origin rocket. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. In 2023, former Police Commissioner Clayton Fernando announced that the Royal Bahamas Police Force would be establishing a domestic violence unit to place more focus on the concerns of the high level of domestic violence in the country. Although it has been in operation for some time, today marked the official opening of the unit. Our Clamia Neely was there and files this report.
With the rising number of domestic violence cases in the Bahamas, the Royal Bahamas Police Force was prompted to launch their official opening of the Domestic Violence Unit under the theme, Do Not Suffer in Silence. A significant gender-based violence study found that 1 in 4 women in the Bahamas has suffered physical or sexual violence in their life. Kimberly Furnish, Chargé d'Affaires at the U.S. Embassy, shares the importance of ensuring the safety of Bahamian citizens.
To truly harness the potential of a nation, we must ensure that every citizen, particularly women and girls, can live free from fear and from violence. Their safety is not just a moral imperative, but a cornerstone of our collective prosperity. As a mother myself of 2 strong, lovely girls, this issue is especially dear to me. When women and girls are safe, they can pursue education, engage in economic activities, contribute to the social and political fabric of our society.
The Commissioner of Police, Shanton Knowles, stated that this project began on the 5th of July, 2022, when the Domestic Violence Task Force Unit was formed as a specialized standalone unit to respond to report cases of abuse and violence against men, women, and children.
For far too long, domestic violence has operated behind closed doors, in the silence of the night, and in spaces of hesitation by victims too afraid to speak. With the official opening of this dedicated domestic violence unit building, we are declaring that enough is enough. We are saying that the cries of victims will no longer go unheard. Those who hurt the most vulnerable among us will be met with swift, informed, and coordinated justice.
Wayne Monroe, Minister of National Security, made mention of the recent release of the IDB survey on Bahamas women health and well-being in the country, the first ever survey of violence against women and girls, but not limited to women and girls.
I would say that centers like this, in the initial instance, may well result in an increase in certain categories of crime as people become more comfortable reporting crimes, knowing that they will be received and supported.
Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis commented that domestic violence is not something that lives in headlines, but it's something that lives in our homes, our communities, and too many quiet corners that people feel afraid, alone, and unsure if anyone will help. He also notes that they are taking a step forward, though it is not a completed work, but it is a step in letting people know that the government is here to help.
This unit wasn't created for statistics or for press releases. It was created for that woman who was packed and unpacked her bag a dozen times, trying to find the right moment to leave. It was created for the child who flinches at raised voices because they have learnt what comes next. It was created for the neighbor who has heard the yelling through the wall and wondered whether to knock or to just stay quiet.
The launch of the Domestic Violence Unit will begin to address the growing concern of domestic and gender-based violence in the country. I'm Clemia Neely with JCN News.
Thanks for that report, Clemia. With the issue of sexual assaults on Americans stemming from the jet ski industry still a cause for concern for U.S. and local officials, both sides are working together to come up with solutions, including the proposed use of body cameras. Twice this month, the U.S. Embassy, Nassau, has issued a security alert to its citizens visiting the Bahamas in regards to renting jet skis on beaches here on New Providence and on Paradise Island. Well, today, U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Kimberly Furnish spoke on the matter while at the opening of the new police domestic violence unit.
Recently, the U.S. Embassy issued a security alert regarding jet ski operators. We highlighted incidents where U.S. citizens have fallen victims to sexual crimes while vacationing here. This serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need to address state safety concerns comprehensively. And we've made progress. I'm proud of the progress that the government has made, and we work together on the issue.
Wayne Monroe, Minister of National Security, shared the progress being made to address the issue and some of the reactions to the government's approach to solving this problem.
The objective is to address the issue. The U.S. Embassy will be concerned about the safety of their citizens. We are concerned about the safety of our citizens and visitors. So whenever we see a problem, we have to address it. And we have to address the issue of sexual assault that she spoke to, and they also raised with us the issue of persons being injured by negligent jet ski operation and needing to be airlifted. And so that task force is meeting to put together proposals that will assist the U.S. Embassy in how it moderates any advisory to its citizens.
2 cases of sexual assault against American women have been reported in the past month alone. 3 of them took place in 2024 as well. There has been negative feedback by some regarding the idea of having visitors and jet ski operators wear body cameras as a way to prevent the sexual assaults. F&M Deputy Leader Shannon Dawn Cartwright said in a statement today that the government's proposal for handling the situation represents a perilous ignorance of the gravity of sexual offenses and the need for robust enforcement and preventative measures. He added that the government is being insensitive and dangerously irresponsible. Cartwright says it is the collapse of enforcement of regulations in the industry that has led to an environment where rogue operators can act with impunity. Legitimate jet ski operators say such, or much rather, of the illegal activity in the industry comes from unregulated and unlicensed individuals looking to make a fast buck. And finally, in this segment, Lenny Kravitz sang "It Ain't Over Till It's Over," and that apparently is the tune that Kalani Member of Parliament, former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, is also humming. He says he is proud to be an F&M, and he remains an F&M, and he has represented the Kalani constituency for over 2 decades now, and he says his work is not completed. Dr. Sands said he does not support the way in which the leadership of the F&M announced their decision to not give him a party nomination for the next general election. In a scathing commentary, he said that when the party departs from its constitution for convenience or control, it erodes the trust of not only the party but the public at large. If those seeking to lead cannot uphold their own party's constitution, he asks, how can they be entrusted to protect and administer the constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas? Dr. Minnis made it clear that he is still a member of the Free National Movement, and by all looks of things, he does intend to contest the Kelani constituency in the 2026 elections. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.